I just wanted to get you to react first to what Kemi Badenoch had to say at the weekend. Did you have any idea that her officials had tried to stop her from talking to you? And do you feel that that is just part of the problem, given what you went through?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't aware of it specifically, but I'm not surprised to find that out one bit. Yeah, it does come with the territory, and I'm sure she was aware of that.
And tell me about the meeting that she described, Keira. How difficult was that for you to open up to the officials about what you went through?
Yeah, it's always difficult to have to run through it, but they were very attentive, which was I was appreciative of.
So, do you feel like you've made a difference now?
I think so. Yeah, I think putting a face to it has really made people realise, and I've said before that it's not an abstract issue. These are people's lives, and they're being affected permanently. So, yeah, I was just glad I was able to express myself.
How were you told that the Tavistock was going to close down? Were you given any sort of advance warning?
No. I usually find the news out like everybody else does. Yeah, I was elated to find that out. But I am remaining cautious about the whole thing.
And Keira, for folk who don't know the details of your story, can you just talk a little bit about the lack of scrutiny you feel the Tavistock gave to your mental health when they prescribed you with the puberty blockers and when they eventually recommended you go through with the surgery?
Yeah, so I had 4 appointments before I was prescribed on the 4th appointment.
So you had 3 appointments?
I was referred. Yeah, I was referred on my 4th appointment for puberty blockers, and yeah, the whole time it was just very superficial. Yeah, there was no psychoanalysis or anything like that.
I mean, that is just so shocking to me. So shocking to me that you can have 3 appointments when you were admitting, presumably, that you were having struggles with your mental health, and their answer is to prescribe you at how old? At 16 years old. 16 years old, puberty blockers.
Yep. I mean, looking back now, it's I can't believe it, really, and this is happening to so many more people as well. This isn't just a freak case or something like that's what people tend to think. So this is happening on a large scale since the increase in referrals.
And there are statistics to back that up, aren't there? Because the increase in young women in particular who make this decision as a teenager to transition, it's overwhelming. I mean, it is part of a bizarre trend, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Social media has a big part to play in it. Yeah, it's really just snowballed in the past 10 years. And the Tavistock hasn't bothered to find out why that is. They have no data on it whatsoever. So effectively uncontrolled experiments that have been going on.
And of course, for you, you did then, with the encouragement of the doctors, make the decision to have your breasts removed. The physical changes to you, a lot of them cannot be reversed. So I presume the mental torture goes on.
Absolutely, yeah. It's definitely a journey, for lack of better words. Yeah, and I'm doing it all on my own as well. I mean, I never had any aftercare support. And that's still the case now. So yeah, it's something that won't be easy, but I definitely feel like I'm in a better position to deal with things now that I don't have the baggage of just the mental kind of strain that comes with living that kind of lifestyle. Yeah.
And in reality, Keira, what needed to happen in your case? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but having looked into your story, having spoken to you before and spoken to many people in a similar situation to you, what you actually needed was more counselling and more discussion surrounding your sexuality rather than the prescription of life-changing puberty blockers, rather than surgery to permanently alter your body.
That's right. Yeah. Everything that I've ever dealt with, really. I mean, it all contributed. There was definitely the sexuality talk that was missing. Just growing up in my household. But and the body issues that came with that. I mean, it was all kind of packaged into one. I definitely suffered with gender dysphoria, but again, it's why am I dealing with that, and what's the best way to do it, and medicalizing children definitely shouldn't be allowed, and it's disgraceful.
It is. Well, look, you've made a difference, Keira. You've made a real difference here, and that's not something lots of folk can say. This is something that you will always be able to say, that your bravery of speaking up has hopefully protected lots more children in the UK from going through what you've gone through. And we'll of course, stay in touch with you, Keira, as you go even further on this journey. Thank you, Keira Bell. Of course, both sides of the story here on GB News. A spokesperson for the Tavistock and Portman NHS Foundation Trust said it could not comment on individual cases, but in a statement added, "We work with every young person on a case-by-case basis with no expectation of what might be the right path for them. We offer support, advice and information and consider possible future pathways together. Only the minority of young people we support access any physical treatment while with us."